This is Wiley, Cyrus, and this is the Shadow Tag. What's up, my shovels and shovelets? TheFlamingSpade here, bringing you guys into the Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. And before the match starts, I got some bad news bears that I really need to talk about. So lately my computer's graphics card has caused me some issues, some random freezes and stuff. So I really need to get that fixed. So I'm going to take my computer to a repair like pretty soon. But that obviously means that I won't have my computer, and then that means that I won't be able to record stuff as I usually do. So there might be a little delay between uploads like next week or so. I have some LP episodes already recorded, like Mario that just started. So I'm gonna be posting some of those, but depending on how long the repair takes, there might be a bit of a lack of uploads. I still have my old computer, so I should be able to do like at least Wi-Fi battles with that. I'm gonna put some of my battles that I already have recorded to my memory stick, and then I can move them over and record with the old computer. But the problem is that it's gonna take like 10 times longer, so it's gonna take like freaking 5 hours to do just like one battle. But I will do that for you guys. But mostly there just might be a lack of LP stuff, and I'll have to see how I'm gonna do with Mario and stuff. But some of them are recorded, but we'll see how that goes. But just letting you guys know. But anyways, let's dive into this rarely used here match. I got here a new team that's kind of not usable anymore. I call it Wiley, Cyrus, and the Shadow Tags. And as you may know, God Hitel has been banned to BL. I had this match like a couple weeks ago when Shadow Tag God Hitel was released, and I really wanted to try it out in the lower tiers first, and then I had some other random matches with that. So I made this team, and I decided to do some rarely used matches because I really like Ryu. So anyways, are you ready for this match? Look at this Choice Bandit Rhydon, damn it! I was scouting with my Whimsy cards, that's why I led with it, because I could scout with Sob and then just go from there. But switch into Sandslash, don't take the hit at all, because freaking solid 3 KO, damn! But I just really wanted to get off my Stealth Rocks as fast as I could, because I noticed that he doesn't have a Rabbit Spinner and he has a Moltres and best move in the game, so I just go for that. And then I go into my Quillfish and set up some toxic spikes, and I think I have now both of my layers up, and we have catched up, so that is awesome. No, now I have 2 layers, there we go, and now he's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. I knew that even if he had EQ, I could take 1 or 2 of them, because non-stab, so I just decided to stay in and then just set up some spikes. And he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and that's, at this point I'm also pretty sure that he doesn't even have the EQ. And yeah, he certainly doesn't, as he goes for the Seismic Toss. So I think I have, do I have 3 layers or 2 layers of spikes? I think I have 2 layers of spikes, and then 2 layers of toxic spikes, and then my Stealth Rocks, and then I go for Pain Split. Pain Split is a new move from Black and White 2 that Quillfish got, so I kind of wanted to try it out. Not really planning to use that in the future though. I think like moves like Haze or Taunt or whatever filler moves you have on Quillfish could be better, but decided to try it out anyways. And I was able to get at least a bit of my health back and get some off from the Dusknoir that's commonly using Pain Split. But anyways, I go into my Munchlax, and yeah, I have leftovers on this thing, which was a mistake, and I fixed that right after the match, but luckily it did not make any kind of difference. But there was Evire making his usual cameo, where he usually does nothing, but that was some screen time for Evire, so hope you guys enjoyed. Evire still sucks, just kidding, but we all know the deal with Evire. Anyways, in comes Moltres, and that is a great matchup for Munchlax. Even though I don't have Eviolites, I still take a hit. It's kind of surprising that he did not go for the Air Slash, because obviously I have the thick fat, but instead he locks himself into Overheat. So he's either Specs or Scarf. I'm really not sure from the damage, but since he is locked into the overheat and now he's at like a -6, this is a perfect opportunity to send out Wiley Cyrus, and yeah, with the shadow attack I can trap him, and then I'm just gonna set up a sub, except he's going to break it even though he's at -6. So I'm definitely going with choice specs at this point, because I really thought my sub could take a -6 overheat, but that was not the case. But anyways, now I'm just gonna start calm minding, and I'm basically going to speed this up, because yeah, I guess this was kind of like one of the reasons why Wiley Cyrus got his tail good like banned, because you know it can just trap things and set up all over them, and then it can also run some really interesting support sets that were kind of proven to be broken in the lower tiers. So it was thrown straight to BL, and now it's gone. But I was able to have a few matches, and gotta say they kind of quickly turned out really boring when you were just guaranteed to get your setup and kill at least two things while you have a sub up, and then at that point, oh look, it's Evire making its cameo again. Well, there we go. Psychic that thing to oblivion, and down it goes, and yeah, kinda easy mode, but yeah, as you can see. So, yeah, take it out. In comes Feraligatr. I was really scared of the crunch, because they sometimes do carry it, but this one apparently doesn't have it. And he's gonna go for the waterfall, but since Wiley Cyrus does have pretty good natural bulk, I do have a max HP on this thing, and it does have like 95 defense, and I think also special defense, which is now greater with the Calm Minds and all, but yeah, 95 base defense is okay, and I can take a hit from the Feraligatr, although my sweep is cut short by this Rhydon. Because he's running a choice band Rhydon that does run some speed EVs, and he was able to outspeed me, unfortunately. But still, Wiley Cyrus did some great work, and he was able to take out half of his team. So there we go. Everything, half of his things are gone, and now we can just do a bit of a lead seed stalling here with Whimsicott. I actually don't take, again, the choice band Rhydon doing so much damage, but also, I think this was a specially defensive Whimsicott. I meant to bring the physically defensive, which is the standard set, but I just kind of picked the random and kind of the wrong one, which doesn't really work in this situation, but it's been working out okay, the specially defensive one. But yeah, as you saw earlier, the EQ still did a lot, but basically now just gonna sub and Toxic Stall because I can. And now in comes the Dusk Noir. And I think I'll just go for the lead seed because it's the safest move, and I also kind of figured he would go for the Seismic Toss, not the Will-O-Wisp, because, you know, obviously, you know, I could set up a sub on the Willow and just go from there, and he kind of saw that coming, so he goes straight for the Seismic Toss, but I do have him lead seated, and then I decided to go into Spiritomb, get some screen time on that guy too. And I really thought that the combination of lead seed and the Toxic would take him out on this turn, but unfortunately that is not the case, so I'll need to finish him off with the Shadow Sneak, and down it goes. This is, by the way, a choice band in Spiritomb. I've been running it every now and then. I really like the idea of CB Spiritomb. Got Sucker Punch and Shadow Sneak, and then you got Trick, and then whatever filler move you feel like using. But anyways, his last guy is Tangrowth, so I'm gonna send out the Quillfish here to take the Sleep Powder, and then I'm just gonna go for the Pain Split because he's still at like high green, so I can get some HP back, and then, you know, he can't take me out because physically defensive, and I got Intimidate and all that stuff. So there we go, gonna stall him out for a bit, and I think I'll just let this thing die. I thought I would switch out, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna sack my Quillfish, get a bit of damage with the waterfall, and now after Toxic, he's gonna be pretty much dying on the next turn. So I'm just gonna send out Spiritomb here, go for the choice band Shadow Sneak, which does not take out the Tangrowth because it's so freaking physically defensive. I probably could have just gone for the Sucker Punch. That would have taken him out, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Wiley Cyrus kind of cleaned up in the in the not so early game, but kind of middle round in the game, and then Spiritomb and friends were pretty much able to clean out the rest. But that is all now irrelevant, as Wiley Cyrus has been banned to BL. But yeah, it does make sense because it could have been really annoying. Anyways, one set or strategy that I kind of would have liked to try out in the RU tier especially was that with Whimsicott. Whimsicott is able to learn to move Memento, so you obviously just use that, and then you got your opponent at -2 special attack and physical attack, and then you bring Wiley Cyrus, and then you set up, and it's definitely, you know, more guaranteed way. But I kind of just decided to try out a lead seed approach and maybe trap something that's lead seeded, although in this case it wasn't even really necessary because I was able to trap that Moltres. But anyways, yeah, that was the match for today. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like rating if you did. You know, would help me out a lot. But anyways, like I was talking in the beginning, like I'm gonna take my computer to the repair, but hopefully it doesn't take long. But if it does, you know, indeed there will be a bit of lack of uploads, but still I'll try to get some Wi-Fi battles done with the old computer, like I said, although it's gonna take like a million years, but I will still try my best. But hopefully everything goes well and I'll get my computer fixed as soon as possible. Also, I have one new project coming up with Wild Chase. It's actually really weird because for the first time, usually when I talk to Chase about anything pretty much, he's like, meh, I don't care. But this time he was actually really excited, and it's a really cool game that we are going to be starting. It's going to be starting this weekend, but that also means that now that I won't have my computer, I won't be able to record it because I don't think my old computer, I don't think I can record anything like that with it because, again, it sucks. But I have a few episodes already recorded with Chase, and that project is really awesome. So I'm gonna be, you know, posting starting this weekend most likely. So definitely stay tuned for that. It's a lot of fun, and it's kind of something different, but at the same time everybody still knows it. But still a breath of fresh air, an interesting project, but not gonna spoil anything. But you will just have to see and wait for the weekend. So yeah, that kind of things today, and I'm just gonna stop rambling. So again, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is TheFlamingSpade signing out. Peace.